your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you dare look in the best, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, yo. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No,
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computer.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on. Hey.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 14. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Trey McBride with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's touchdown, Philadelphia!
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Trey McBride
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints have moved out in front. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
An extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Through one quarter, 14-7, our your score. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
19 right.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
First down, here's White. Shoves him aside. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Goes right back to McBride. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's got room at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion goes the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Byron Pringle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyler Lockett halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. taking the give. Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
A short kick taken at the 18. This will be taken by one of the up men. A very short kick.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Back 60, back 60.
In motion comes the tight end left. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They start the drive with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw, Darnold. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Thomas brings it in. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Opting to run again here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One last throw down for Darnold. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.